Hello everybody, today I'm going to be reviewing Presence Volume 6 by Christian DJ Andy Hunter. Now, Andy Hunter is probably one of the most underrated EDM artists that I've ever come across. I actually don't remember how I came across him myself, but whatever it was enough to make me follow him on Spotify. Well, not too long ago, I got a notification that a new album has been released by him, that being Presence Volume 6. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll check it out. And after I listened to this album, I'm like, wow, this is really good. It's a mix of ambient music, but then it goes into a trance breakdown, and it sounds pretty cool. So I decided to check out all the other Presence albums, and they didn't disappoint. Let me do a quick run through of every Presence album. The original Presence is a great start to the Presence series. It has a lot of beautiful moments and just takes you away, so I'd give this a 4 out of 5. Presence Volume 2 does a lot of the same things as the original Presence, but it improves on them and has a lot more interesting moments than the first one did. So I'd give this a 4.5 out of 5. Presence Volume 3 has a weak first half, but a strong second half. It's the first Presence album where it's kind of drifting away, it's trying to do new things, but I think it's still a good enough album, and I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. Presence Volume 4 was probably the worst one so far. It tried to be different from what a lot of the other Presence albums were doing, but ultimately it just didn't really work, and it had a lot of weak moments. But I'd still give it a 3.5 out of 5, as it's actually still a good listen. Presence Volume 6 was an improvement over 3 and 4. I don't really remember it a whole lot, but I gave it a 4 out of 5, so clearly I thought it was better than 3 and 4. Okay, now on to Presence Volume 6. This album feels almost like a return to the roots of Presence Volume 1 and 2, with it having a lot more ambient moments that eventually just goes into a really cool trance breakdown. This album is very strong throughout, and it's just very relaxing to listen to. The production here is fantastic, and I think that can go for literally every Presence album. Even some of the weak moments on the earlier Presence albums, the production was still really good there. Lots of songs on here remind me of the earlier Presence albums. There are a lot of interludes on here that are just kind of full-on ambient songs that you can relax to, and then the song just has a full-on trance breakdown and like the song after, and it sounds really cool. It really just feels like a journey as you're going along this album. My favorites on here are probably The Way, What Is Yet to Be, and Words. My least favorites on here would probably be Shaft of Light and Light That Lets Our Ruin In. I don't care for those tracks quite as much. I don't think they're bad. They're just not quite as, they don't stick out to me as other songs on here. Overall, I love this album, and I would say that this is his second best Presence album so far. I do think that Presence Volume 2 is just slightly better. I think I'll give this album a 4.5 out of 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And if you listen to this LP, then let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. But yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye.